Hello and welcome to TMM Ep046. Gentle boom again. On today's episode, we have the Gale Force 9 Battlefield in a Box ponds. This is the box it came in. I'm pretty sure this is the box it retails in. You don't get any nice box art or designs like you do with the other ones. I've already ripped into this before, so everything's unpacked. So let's just go straight into what we've got in here. So we get 2 ponds and a little island that you can throw on. Works on either, not too bad there. And you also get 2 bags of flocking. Now I like the fact that the flock is 2 different colours and 2 different sizes by the looks of it. That's nice to throw on. Here's a picture of the ponds from their website to show you what they look like when they've been flocked. I probably won't flock mine just because wear and tear, it will probably end up looking a bit rubbish after a while. I'll end up with lots of bald spots. We've had problems with the bottoms of these before. If you watched my previous videos on the Badlands stuff that was Battlefield in a Box from Gale Force 9, and do we have the same problems here? The edges are a bit raised on this, on the island. One of the problems with, I don't know if you can see how much flex there is in this. These ponds, I don't know if it's meant to be like this or if the resin hasn't set properly. But yeah, it's not great. It's like I left them out and they just flexed like that overnight. That's not good. The pond also looks like it's going to get damaged really easily. In fact, there's already pock marks and stuff in it, which look like they're flaws from it actually being made because they're from the underside. Again, it looks like someone's painted this with a brush. Don't know what's going on with that. There's definite brush strokes in that. The edges. Try and get it to focus. Oh wow, that edge is terrible. Look at that. Now, I don't think you're going to notice too much when it's on the table, but yeah, these edges are not great. The big one's definitely got the worst of it. I think that's where they're pouring it in and they're doing open back molds on these, so stuff's going to come out wonky a lot of the time. I paid about 20 quid for these. We'll run through some shots now. So here you can see an aerial view of the ponds and Space Marine, Primaris Marine, and a couple of mechs, just to give you a bit of a size comparison. Here they are standing next to them. Don't know why they're standing next to them. You know, there's a couple of rocks there, give you a bit of a size comparison. I think you'll get away with using either of these ponds, 28mm or 12mm or 16mm. You know, you get away with playing these in Battletech, Alpha Strike, you get away with them in 40k, Fantasy. At 20 quid, they're not bad. I'm not a big fan of the blue on the ponds. It feels like it could just do with a bit of a gloss finish or something, just to give it a bit of a shine or a bit of a colour variance, maybe a gradient in it or something, just to make it look a bit nicer, rather than blue, like a solid lump, because it just doesn't look as great. You could always just get away with pouring a bit of resin, clear resin over the top of it, adding some colour into it, give it a bit of depth, do a nice thin layer. It'd look quite good actually. So I think you could really make these work, and if you put a tiny bit of effort into them, you could get them looking quite nice. You know, you could repaint them anything, but they come pre-painted, so you can just throw them on the table for 20 quid. That's not too bad, I don't think. That's about it for this episode. I think there's not a lot to say on here. Would I recommend buying them? Maybe not. Are they good to just buy and throw out and have, you know, zero effort involved? Yeah, they're pretty good for that. Depends what you want out of your terrain. If you want some really nice, fancy looking terrain, maybe, you know, buy something else or put a little bit of work in on these. If you just want to throw something out of the box and have it done just so you can game and you can focus your time on all the other things in life you have to do, say go for it. If you enjoyed this episode of TMM Ep046, don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up to date with videos every week, and check the link in the description below for links to our social media media and for ways to help support the channel. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next episode.